ready.
My throat is hurt. My throat is hurting. So I was like, you know what? Let me tough through it and give you guys what you need. Especially, I don't even know why I'm telling you guys this, because it doesn't really matter. Because you guys on YouTube are not gonna see this. Yeah, we're gonna jump into another episode of Gomorrah. Things are not looking good. Last episode, Valerio got betrayed, really. At one point I was looking at him and I was just like, you just out here kind of playing gangster. You don't belong in this world. He had a nice cushy life, is you know what I'm saying? His dad had money and he left all of that to go live like a gangster. It's such a terrible decision. To talk about peer pressure, right? Because I think him and Enzo grew up together in some way. I don't know exactly, but it felt like they grew up, they've known each other for a long time. Trader is actually still there. That's going to try to kill him. So I don't know how that's going to play out. What's going to happen in this episode? I have no idea. If you want to see more episodes of Gomorrah, go watch it over on the Patreon. Jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys right after for the review. They found a body or something? What they find? Fucking bodies, bro. Yep. Yep.
Buongiorno Genny.
Buongiorno, dottoressa.
Avete avvertito qualcun altro?
No, ho chiamato solo voi.
Where is
Adesso che
this
facciamo?
though?
Devo avvertire il dottor Resta. Posso fare affidamento sul silenzio dei vostri operai?
Garantisco personalmente, dottore.
Grazie di cuore.
In America, all of that gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? The work, everything's gotta stop. You know. Oh, it is the airport that they're working on. I was thinking of something else, but it's the first time I'm seeing this lady. That's why I was like,
Allora, sappiamo qualcosa di più?
Era come pensavamo. Lo smaltimento illegale di un cimitero.
Scusate, ma io il problema davvero non riesco a vederlo. Questi sono morti da 40 anni. Parenti non ne tengono più, se no dello smaltimento dei resti se ne occupavano loro. E
it
poi
matters to
i
them.
cimiteri si rubano i soldi del comune. Stammi a sentire, Gennaro. Rimettiamole dove stavano e chiudiamo tutto.
Vieni calbe. Che stiamo facendo noi?
L'aeroporto.
E quando loro hanno provato a fare un aeroporto in questa città? Però solo noi ci siamo riusciti. Non sai perché? Perché abbiamo fatto queste cose come Cristo comanda. Senza far mangiare nessuno, senza offendere la gente e soprattutto senza far strunzata. Mo, se facciamo come dici tu, e dopo sta cosa viene a galla, diciamo tutto quello che abbiamo fatto fino a mo'.
Scusa, Gennaro. Devo rispondere per forza. Torno subito. Uè, ferma. Come mai questo?
I don't remember.
Non sei d'accordo con questo,
Io questa gente la conosco bene. È impossibile che tutti gli operai si stanno zitti. La notizia esce sicuro. E a quel punto rischiamo assai.
Tu che facessi?
Opererei d'anticipo. E proverei a contenere i danni.
Perché che può succedere?
Sicuro la magistratura apre un fascicolo.
Yeah, that I think they should actually the police get involved, and you know it's a delay. You know what I'm saying?
Beh, non posso dirvi molto perché, come sapete, c'è ancora il segreto istruttorio. Però ci tengo a sottolineare una cosa, cioè che il nostro consorzio ha sempre agito nella più totale legalità e trasparenza. Noi stiamo investendo in questo territorio perché crediamo in questa terra.
E state bravi,
Please
Alberto.
rest.
La voce è sua. Non ci parlare di chi è tiziano. È stata sua l'idea di depositare in procura una denuncia contro ignoti per sversamento di rifiuti.
Ma se ci bloccano i cantieri è un problema.
Tiziana dice che l'unica soluzione è portare l'opinione pubblica da parte nostra. Quando abbiamo fatto questo, potremmo ricercare su sequestro sta danneggiando a noi, a gente e pure il territorio.
E andiamo a Moia, che facciamo tardi la festa a scuola.
I mean, that is kind of true. It's just like they could shut the entire thing down for years too. The investigation, you know, because they gotta try to find out who the people were.
È più famoso del mio.
Io vorrei che già papà.
Lo so, è brutta innanzi a creatura. Però come si dice? Sono tante cose che non si possono fare, no? Chi siamo ce l'abbiamo scolpito sulla carne. Non ci potremmo fare niente. Mio padre mi ha abbandonato che tenevo 2 mesi. Si è rifatto vivo che tenevo 20 anni. Mi ha voluto incontrare. Ci sono aiuto perché non tengo paura di avere. Però quello è stato il giorno in cui ho deciso che figli non ne volevo.
Oh, damn.
E un figlio vostro
Ok.
sta là.
Lo so, mia moglie insistette, se ne facette una malattia. Ed eccolo là. I primi 2 anni cercavo disperatamente un sentimento dentro di me, ma non lo tenevo. Mi aveva solo fastidio quando chiagnevo. È per questo che mi sono scelto il mestiere mio.
You could have just
Ah,
went and
giustizia
had a
non te ne vede
vasectomy if
nessuno.
if you really
L'unica
just
compagnia
didn't
sua è
want
la verità.
kids. And why you marry a woman that wants kids?
Del
Like,
figlio è scomparso.
oh my God.
Perché l'uomo è merda come era la vita, mi bussi in 2 sangue 8 giorni.
A voi? Con permesso.
Che volevi?
Si voleva solo presentare. E mi voleva mettere un poco di paura.
Ciao Ferdinando. Ciao Alberto. Allora? Che succede?
Succede che tengo l'antiriciclaggio in banca e mo vogliono sapere come mai un imprenditore pieno di debiti trova soldi da mettere nel consorzio che costruisce il nuovo aeroporto di Napoli.
Mica sono il primo che investe in una nuova società e con gli utili paga i debiti di quella vecchia, no?
Albè ce l'hanno con la società che hai usato per entrare nel consorzio, che la società parte con 20.000 euro di capitale. Poi riceve 2 finanziamenti inglesi e il capitale passa a 5 milioni. Fidati di me, esci fuori da tutto subito e vai pure in procura e dici i nomi di chi sta dietro all'affare dell'aeroporto.
Non ci sta nessun nome da fare. Sono supposizioni, non bastano.
Ma l'antiriciclaggio non si muove per niente. Veramente vuoi pagare questo prezzo?
Are you serious right now?
La direzione della banca vuole che rientri immediatamente, se no avvia la procedura fallimentare.
Capito? Grazie di avermi avvisato.
Wow. Trying to force him to reveal who the investor is, but he can't reveal that. Well, he has to tell Genny what's going on, so.
Allora che dici? Hai visto oggi? Sono stato bravo.
Sei stato bravo. Ma perché mi hai cercato?
Probably
La
has
banca mi
to
ha chiesto di
leave.
rientrare. Non lo so. Sarà stata sta cazzo di cosa degli scheletri.
Quando c'era?
150.000.
Rimane mattina ti faceva i nomi di 3 società. Prepara 3 fatture di consulenza per l'importo che ti serve.
Grazie, Genny. Sei un amico.
Sei solo un imprenditore che cura i suoi interessi. Tu tieni problemi o il consorzio tiene problemi. E basta.
What is he setting up?
Allora?
Qua è tutto pulito. Ovviamente la certezza al 100% non ve la possiamo dare. Se hanno spendi i rilevatori, non li possiamo trovare.
I was searching the house for bugs.
Se fosse entrato qualcuno ce ne saremmo accorti.
Anzi, quando ci stiamo nei te che ci va a trasi cadinta.
Cioè no, non hanno trovato niente.
Why is it that you guys don't have cameras?
E forse mi sono
Like,
impressionato.
yeah,
Forse che lo figlio Bucchini l'ha fatta apposta a mi dicere che cosa. Perché sapevo che facevo controllare. Prima mi ha messo dubbio e poi me l'ha luata. Così rindaga poi si ritorna a parlare di cose nostre serenamente rinda a casa.
Eppure che fosse. Dopo oggi non teniamo più niente male a riscere.
Patricia need, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's watching them, you know.
Posso dire sì? Patri, questa è il rapporto della famiglia nostra. Era della nonna di mia mamma.
Is she marrying Michelangelo?
Te la metterò tu quando ti sposi. No, io non mi sposerò mai. Tengo bisogno di padrone. Ma bastano che le tenga a casa. Tu prima impara a essere padrone di te stessi. E poi puoi trovare un uomo che ti va bene veramente e ti rispetta. L'unica che mi rispetta se sta sposando a te. Una moglie e un marito si fanno pure lassare. Ma un frate e una sorella rimangono sempre un frate e una sorella. Che se invece era parte mia, dire che non ne tiene bisogno.
What is that?
E sta sempre con voi, padrino. Quando te la sei rinda a chiesa, oggi rimane. Sta sempre con voi. Non ti scorda mai.
I know that she does like Patricia, like,
Saremo una mano.
that's why she, I wish she had called Patricia and not Michelangelo about this situation that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because if that had happened, Nicola wouldn't have ended up getting killed. Because she would have known what was going on. And Michelangelo wouldn't have had a choice but to.
Lo saccio che andiamo a cominciato buono. Ma oggi siamo felici di accogliervi in questa famiglia.
You are?
Che cosa cagnano?
I'll tell you to go
Hanno raccolto per voce.
fuck yourself. That's what I would tell you. It's like, yeah, am I supposed to believe that? They're just putting up a front because, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know if anything happens to Patricia, Michelangelo it's because they love their son. Why they're putting up with it. They're tolerating this, you know what I'm saying? But they hate her, bro. They hate her with a passion. That's a drone camera. That's so weird. I didn't know that he was gonna come. She's like, she didn't expect him.
Azzurra ti mandi i suoi auguri.
Ringrazialo da parte mia.
Ciao, sì. Tutto a posto? Purtroppo non mi posso trattenere, però ci teniamo a portare i miei saluti.
Noi siamo felici che tu stai qua.
E allora non ti dispiace se la sposa all'altare a compagnia, sempre se lei è d'accordo.
That's pretty neat that he pulled up like that for her. Cause Patricia has nobody, dude. Like literally, she don't have nobody. Her family, essentially, family that she has left, practically disowns her. They don't want to have nothing to do with her. So this is pretty cool that Genny pulled up for her.
Non ti chiami a tu, a me non mi racchio niente. Tutto quello che guadagno, io tuo.
Perché?
So he's like, hey, you don't have to kick back nothing to me no more.
Solo. Ma fa sempre attenzione chi ti fida.
Damn.
Buona fortuna, padre.
That's pretty cool of him. The problem here is that literally left her in the lion's den and don't even know it. Espirito Santo. God, I could probably recite that shit the amount of times I've heard it.
Buongiorno, sono Alberto Resta.
Prego, prego, si accomodi. Può chiudere la porta, per favore?
Allora, dottore, a che devo questa convocazione?
Oh, niente, volevo fare solo 2 chiacchiere informali con lei. CAD Industrial Lussemburgo e Sillow Connection, Londra. Conosce queste società?
Sì, certo, ci lavoro.
Che lavoro?
Sono un loro consulente. Credo non ci sia niente di illegale, o no?
No, non c'è. Ci sarebbero un paio di anomalie.
E quali sarebbero?
Queste società le abbiano pagato le sue consulenze proprio in tempo per coprire la sua esposizione bancaria, per esempio.
No, guardi, dottore, le cose stanno esattamente al contrario. Vantavo dei crediti con queste società da mesi e io stesso ho sollecitato il saldo quando la banca mi è venuta addosso.
I mean, this guy knows that it's Genny, but
Anomalia?
Che abbiano scelto come consulente un imprenditore che senza l'aiuto di capitali opachi sarebbe già fallito 100 volte.
Mi scusi, ma credo proprio di non riuscire a capire di cosa sta parlando. Dottore, se la chiacchierata è finita, me ne andrei.
Prego, prego, vada pure. Mi auguro solo che dopo tutti questi debiti abbia imparato a reggere la tensione.
what is this guy's problem? I mean, Genny has to hide his identity because, you know what I'm saying, he is who he is. And also is, you know, he had connections to the drug trade, so...
Patrizia ha accettato.
Che aveva fa? Ci fa sto regalo ai matrimoni.
Da oggi ogni legame nostro con secondi chiani è tagliato.
Ora ci devono solo sbloccare i cantieri.
Tiziana già si sta occupando di queste cose.
Alla fine tenevi ragione tu, Genna. Un aereo può volare, in certi momenti si da staccare da terra.
Buonasera, dottore. Buonasera, buonasera. Tizia, tutti i trasferimenti di fondi, tutti i pagamenti che abbiamo fatto, tu li hai sempre verificati, giusto?
Certo.
Ci sta la possibilità che risulti qualche cosa di strano.
Assolutamente no. Ma perché?
Sei sicura? Sì, Tizia. È una cosa troppo importante.
Sì, vabbè, sì, sono sicuro. Non c'è sta niente
They're
strano.
accusing you
nei
guys
fondi
of
nei pagamenti.
fucking money laundering.
So benissimo quello che stiamo facendo. Ecco qui. Poi tu mi hai chiamato perché sono competente, no? Ti pare a te che io mi metto a lasciare stranezze in giro mettendo a rischio tutto.
It seems like they got something. I don't know exactly what it is.
Ma però mi Ricire, che sta succedendo?
Io te lo dico, ma deve rimanere tra me e te.
she's gonna tell him. This is her car, right?
Ciao Tizia. Allora?
Alberto è stato convocato in procura. Ci hanno chiesto di fare un questo. Ma lui ha retto e ha difeso. Dopo ha voluto che lo rassicurassi sui conti.
Forse Alberto conosce meglio me. Però mo te voglio sapere una cosa. Secondo te reggerà pure la prossima volta?
You don't know that for sure. That's the thing, man. Trust is a big thing when it comes on to these things, and it's like, I mean, he can't just kill Alberto now, because if he turns up dead, then everybody's gonna be like, you know, it puts the deal in jeopardy.
A che stai pensando?
Is he gonna, like, give up on it?
Sto pensando a chiara da vita sua per ci far arrivare fino a qua.
Is he gonna kill himself? Oh, he's just meeting with Genny.
È bellissima, eh?
È bellissimo.
Ti giù che già tengo l'aggancio in comune con il lavoro.
Il prezzo che mi hai detto è vantaggioso.
Ussè te ne va un'amica, un frate. Io ogni tanto guardo mare e penso che essa sta là da qualche parte. Amo guardare. Mi dice qualcosa, Albè? Sei sicuro?
Sì.
Man, it's not a good time to lie, man. If somebody comes to you, right, and says, do you have something to tell me? And you're like, no. You're like, are you sure? That means they know something. They know something, my guy. That's usually what it is. It's like they know something and they're trying to get you to fess up to it, give you a chance to fess up to it. Come on, man.
Non ti fidi più di me?
Albè, lo so, non mi fido di nessuno. Però va buona così.
I mean, you got called into the prosecutor's office. I think you should tell the guy that.
Ehi, è che dici ciuccattammo no sto posto?
Certo. Certo che ce l'accattiamo.
E allora ciuccattamma. Mia.
It's right-hand drive
Ciao, Albè.
on pretty much everything, right? That's what I thought. Man, I was so worried about this dude. I don't think you're leaving this hill alive, my guy. Somebody's waiting in this car for him. There's no way this guy. I think they probably cut his brakes, maybe. That's exactly what I thought, bro. They're gonna cut his brakes. Yeah, he made it look like an accident. Yeah, I was like, there's no way he's leaving here alive. He gave you a chance. He gave you a chance. You can't say he didn't give you a chance to tell the truth. He did. He gave you a chance to tell the truth and you didn't. So, yeah, that was great. I'm happy for Patrizia. She really and truly now she can't really call on Genny for help, you know. But the thing about it is this: I don't know, man. I'm worried for her because she literally married into the lion's den. She married into the lion's den. The people that want her dead or the people that's against her, trying to get rid of her, literally married into it. They're not going to care because the thing about it is this: Michelangelo knows about the situation and he's not going to tell her. So already this relationship is not, you know, starting off on the right foot because he's not entirely trustworthy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if they would have killed him if he had said, no, we're not going along with this. You know, I don't know if they would have killed him. That's the thing. because you never know how these people move. They're not afraid to kill family for their agenda, you know. So man, this is, you know, I talk about this show in so many different lights of what it highlights, you know, the things that it does well, you know, and the parallels that you can draw from it. Like I didn't grow up around violence. Like I didn't grow up around violence. Like I knew it happened, but it was never prominent. I think there's probably like, I've lost people to violence, you get what I'm saying, but it wasn't so prominent in the communities that I grew up in. It wasn't so prominent to the point where, you know what I'm saying, like it was like you walk outside, you see crackheads or anything like that. Like I didn't grow up like that, right? I mean, if you want to say I grew up cushy, I guess you could say that in terms of the level of violence. Like you know, it's not like people didn't get, you know, stabbed or shot or anything like that, and I heard about it, but it wasn't to the point where you would think that you're living in just you know, a violent neighborhood. You get what I'm saying? Like it was pretty safe. You know, and that didn't mean that bad things didn't happen to, you know, people that I knew or anything like that. I lost, you know, practically, you know, a brother, somebody that lived literally, you know, walking distance from me, that kind of all knew. They were like family, because everybody that lived in that area, they kind of live like family, right? And I went to the club, got stabbed. I think that was like the first time that somebody died that I knew that died young. That it just felt like it wasn't their time. You know what I mean? Like everybody else, every funeral that I went before that was all old people. You get what I'm saying? That was like the first time. And actually that was the first and only time. To be honest, you get what I'm saying? It was like the first and only time. That's to show you how, like violence just doesn't, it's not happening. Like since I've been to America, more people has died around me than I ever experienced for the first like 18 years of my life back home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, since I've been in America, this is, you know what I'm saying, violence, literally you can turn on news every day and hear something is happening around you. It's crazy, right? How things have changed. But I didn't grew up around that stuff, right? But this is what Gomorrah is. It's literally telling you, even from since the videos started to premiere on the YouTube channel and people are commenting, people that actually live in Italy, people that actually know that, you know, the events, a lot of this stuff is like, you know, fairly based on true events as well. So it's like you're looking from that point of view and you're like, damn. And I'm not saying that violence doesn't happen where I'm from, because it does. I mean, Jamaica at one point, I don't know if it still is, but Jamaica, out of all the countries in the world, Jamaica was number 10 highest murder rate in the world, bro. In the world. It was insane when I heard that statistic. It was insane. And that was when I was back home, I found out about that. And then that was insane. The 10th highest murder rate in the world for such a small country with like 2 million people. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's insane to me. That's insane to me. So it's not like violence wasn't there. It's one of the most violent countries. It's just that I didn't grow up around it, right? I didn't grow up around it. I'm just describing what I grew up around. So to think that you know, in Italy, where you see all of it, you see what's going on, and you're watching this show, and you're like, man, all this stuff is happening in the background, probably far away from a lot of people, and they don't even understand this kind of violence going on. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm watching the show and I'm seeing it for what it is, and seeing the relationships and all of that stuff, and how they have to be, and how they had to be, and even, you know, Genny's trying to get away from that persona in a way, and he still can't really get away from it. Can't really get away from it because shit just keeps coming up. There's always somebody coming after you. There's always somebody trying to find out some stuff. It's just like, what is this guy on now? What is he on? Like, all of a sudden now, you know, Genny got to protect himself from this guy because they're trying to, you know, trying to find out who he is, and he can't allow that. So now he's gonna have to find somebody new to manage this stuff. Well, not somebody new, but he has, you know, the girl that's probably going to handle things from here forward, and she, you know what I'm saying, she can handle it. I mean, she's been doing most of the work anyways. But this is really interesting, man. It's just really interesting, and I love the show. I love the show because it highlights so many different things that I never knew. You know what I mean? Because I think of these things in real life a lot of times, of how we engage with each other just as a whole most of the time, and how we engage each other, and I look at it and I'm like, wow, you know, we really do kind of live inside of this bubble a lot of times, and not really pay attention to the overall world around us that is going on. Like, we know things happen. We know that there's violence in the world. We know that people are being taken advantage of. We know that the drug trade, you know, is a huge problem in the world right now. We know this. We know that there are people, like, they're finding different ways to smuggle drugs around the world, from you know, from the cocaine to the you know, poppy, or whatever it is, heroin, all these different deadly substances, you know, that people are partaking and buying, and making these people even richer, which I you know, as a story for a different day. But at the end of the day, we know that these things are going on, but we live in such, not necessarily oblivious to it, but it's more of like, we're like, we don't have anything to do with that, so who cares, you know? And when you watch a show like this and you see how gritty it is, and when people are commenting on your videos and saying, this is, you know what I'm saying, this is very close to how it is, how they operate. Like, the mafia is not glorified like you think it is, like, you know, the American, you know, Italian mafia that I've read and heard about here in America. It's not like that. It's not glamorized. It's gritty. You know what I mean? And you could get popped at any moment, and you could be innocent bystanders at any moment. You could catch a bullet, a stray, at any moment. Crazy, the stuff that I've seen in this show, and people are saying, yeah, that's how it is. Like, people that live in war zones around the world, like, bro, it's crazy. It's crazy, but I will see you guys next time. This was awesome. Love you guys, man. Leave a like. Stay safe out there. Leave a comment. Catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.